think we're on. Yeah, Christina. Hello, Christina G. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
A little bit late.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Still figuring out stuff here in the
new house.
The new house.
Still trying to find stuff.
Yeah, where it's better to do the live streams and everything. So
I guess we have our first live stream this year,
Mhm.
right? Long time we didn't make a live stream because we had a lot of worries in moving and finding housing here in Madeira, which was almost a nightmare.
Yeah.
Last minute we found something. So if you have questions, please drop them down there in the comments and we'll answer all your questions.
First live this year, first live in the new house, first live with Lika. So there's a lot of firsts, a lot of news. So if you want to know something, just ask us, let us talk. Tell us where you're from, how's the weather. We have Lika here with us.
Come here, Lika. Our dog, our brand new member of the family.
Lika.
Huh? Lika? She likes to snooze on the lap, on the couch with us. She's always very close. We got her from a rescue shelter. So if you want to see her story, we have a little bit of videos, bits and pieces there. Also on Instagram. You can see photos of her. She's with us now since shortly before New Year's.
Yeah, since 29th of December. She's a cutie pie. She's super sweet. She's always concerned where we are, what we're doing, always checking on us.
Especially in the new house now, we have 1 bedroom, 1 office, 1 living room, a big garden, kitchen, 2 bathrooms. So she's always checking everywhere to find us.
Say hi, Lika. Look at you there. See? Say hi. Hi.
So there's not many people here yet.
Yeah, there's 4 people watching and 4 likes. You guys talk to us.
Please
let us know your name.
Send some questions down in the comments.
Or just hi and where you're from.
Yes, tell us where you're from because we have a lot of followers which are always asking for live stream. Let's see who shows up.
Yeah. And we're in the new house for 3 weeks now. This is the 3rd week.
Yeah, it was a lot of surprises here. We had no gas. We had no working toilet flushes. We found big mold in the kitchen. The house overall was very wet and humid when we moved in. So the mattress and the bed linen and everything was very humid and damp and cold. So we solved this now. We got 2 dehumidifiers, electric ones, which we have running overnights and then in the evenings to keep the house dry. So that's what happened so far.
Yeah.
The washing machine we bought secondhand just started leaking, so the guy came yesterday to check, and he figured out that there's a part he needs to replace. Now the machine is all open in the kitchen, and we're hoping that he finds the part so we can get the washing machine running again.
Yeah. But this, no. Checking the better position for both of us. No.
Yeah, tell us if you can hear us, if the sound is okay.
Yeah. And we're renting the house, so the house is not ours. So no, we're not really fixing up because a lot of people, you just have to fix up. And I say, yes, we would fix up gladly if the house would be ours, but it's not ours. So it's not worth to put money on it. And then next year we have to move somewhere else. So we're trying to do the best we can with the lowest budget possible so we don't spend much money in the house.
Yeah, to have it livable, because the house is 750 including electric and water. So it's already on the end of our budget where we want to be. But it's pretty hard to find affordable rental units in Madeira at the moment.
Yeah.
Really hard. I mean, if you're on a budget, if you want to spend 1,000 upwards, it's getting easier. But we said our budget is between 600-700. So it was very hard to find something.
Yeah. But it's nice. Lika likes the house. Lika likes the garden. There's nice area so she can run around. It's really nice. And I don't know what to talk anymore. People are just watching, not saying anything, so I don't know what to talk anymore. Don't know if you want to know something else, or
If you want to know something about us, something about Madeira Island, how it is to live on Madeira Island, or if you have any other questions, don't be shy. We don't bite. We're far away. Just send us a question down there and get the conversation started. We know from the past too, normally the beginning is a little bit more tricky. Depends on, sometimes we already had a lot of people. So let's see. It's yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, which we celebrated at home because of the dog. We didn't went out, so we didn't did anything special.
We had a lot to do at home too. We still have a lot to do, so we didn't go anywhere.
And tomorrow is Patricia's birthday, so we're going to celebrate the birthday tomorrow.
Yep, at home too.
At home, yeah. Because we don't like to go out much at the moment because it's very overrun, most of the areas, and it gets pricey if you go out,
Yeah.
So we found a little bar restaurant here in our neighborhood, which is affordable, but they're closed on Sundays. They open Monday to Saturday. It's a nice place. Lika likes it too because she can be outside.
And yeah, we'll celebrate tomorrow my birthday with pizza, order some pizza, and watch some movies and stay at home.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
So yeah, welcome to the live stream, guys. We were hoping that people would send us some questions or anything, what they want to let us know. Let us know where you're from. Let us know if you ever been to Madeira or Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Not we wait a little bit longer and then because all our long-term followers were begging us for live stream now in all the other videos, and none of them is here now. So
no, not yet. But it will show up later. Let us know what you think about Lika. If she's a cute dog or not. Or what? Look at this doggy. Cute doggy. And the garden, there's a lot of those prickly things. So she's always full of pricklies. Christina, hi. Thanks for being here, Christina. And 4K Virtual Walks. Hello, guys. Hope you're both well. Yeah, we're well. Thank you. Especially now after the stress of the moving and everything, but we're getting settled, getting better.
Everything sorted, and all the extra money you have to spend for moving companies and changing addresses everywhere, and then queuing everywhere and waiting for the services to be changed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting there. The big problem was the internet, because up in the house with the realtor, of course, realtors always promise you everything, and then they don't keep their word. Not all of them, I would say, but our special example we have, he lies in your face when he's opening the mouth, and so he told us, and everything's no problem. So our internet company came by to connect our router, and then they figured out that the cable in the wall is outdated. I don't know what, maybe it was for like 56.6 dial-up modem. Looked very old, the cable, like back in the days, when we were kids, we had those modems. So they had to run a new cable down from the valley up the hill over 2 abandoned lots into our property on a rainy day. So they were climbing like monkeys. I don't know, they were heroes.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Great job from us. Yeah, so they connected us now with high-speed internet again. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to work from home.
Yeah.
So
Christina, greetings from Florida. And 4K Virtual Walks. Was it easy finding a rental?
No.
Nope.
It was horrible. Yeah. Nightmare.
We were looking since
October last year. When we got the notice for the old apartment.
Since October, and we couldn't find anything in our budget. Then we found the other house. We got in contact with the realtor. We found the other house we were supposed to move end of December. But then we had a problem with the house. We couldn't move there. And he told us like 2 days before we move.
Yeah, we went just a week before we went to move. We went just into the old house to pick up some old furniture, which she wants to throw out just to keep it, because just recycle furniture rather than buying new. And when Patricia was there, he didn't hold her word. And just 2 days before, we were just writing him a message saying, "Okay, guys, whatever we're coming at whatever time when the moving company is finished." And then he just told us, "Oh, you can't get in. There's a problem with the house.
The house is not ready yet.
Won't be ready." And then when we told him, "But you're putting us in a really bad position now. I mean, we have to be out in 2 days of our old apartment." He just told us that he has his own private issues and he can't deal with our problem on top.
Yeah.
Which he found very unprofessional of a realtor. So maybe he should consider not to be a realtor.
So anyways, yeah. We had to...
And it's hard to find something because everybody at the moment looks like everybody wants to sell. Because if you go on Idealista or all those pages, you see thousands of units ready to sell. But to rent is very little. When we start looking, there was around 300 units to rent all over Madeira, which is not much. And maybe 2 in our budget. And now it's around 60 or less at the moment to rent. Yeah. And none of our budget anymore, because at the moment they will charge you 800 upwards for a studio apartment, 30 square meter. I don't know, a shower beside the bed and toilet in the kitchen. I have no idea how it works out. So we were lucky that we found this house in the very last minute for 750. So it was stressful.
Yeah. It's very hard in the budget. If you have a bigger budget than ours, it's easier. But if you're in a budget, it's very hard. My mom, oi, G, oi, Ian, Lika is in the live stream today. Yes, she's here. She's lying down here in our lap, but she's here.
Yeah. She's in between both laps because she's half snoozing here.
Sorry.
But she always loves to be close to us. She loves when we have to take a car somewhere, because since we don't have a car, we take a boat around the island. And if we get a boat which accepts dogs, then I'll sit in the back with her, with my shirt over my lap, so she can be on my lap. And she jumps already from the distance. She loves to drive around in the car. And apart from that, she loves to snuggle a lot there.
Yeah. And Welsh Traveler, hi, good to see you. Sounds like a stressful couple of months. Hope life settles down now. Yeah, we hope so too.
We hope so too. We hope so that we can stay at least for a few years in this house. Although the landlords, the owners, they're from South Africa. They just bought the house a few months ago. And they just came over now from South Africa to see what they bought. And they were kind of like falling off the belief, in what bad shape this house is. Because we're like in the lower, in the basement level, not sub basement, just... we have a terrace and everything, and then on top is another house. Well, it's the same house, was I think the second part of it, which was this T4 with a balcony and everything. But anyways, they came by and everything, the walls are wet here, and when it rains, the water comes through the wall in the kitchen, and the walls get very cold and wet and damp. So now they decided that they will do the whole terrace outside. Big major job, they want to knock down one retainer wall and put a new retainer wall in and level everything, and it's gonna be
noisy and
you're gonna see it in the videos anyways. It's gonna be a lot of stress. Sorry, my nose is a little bit itchy because Lika's changing her fur at the moment, so it's flying
everywhere.
Looks like wild here.
Wild West with the balls of fur going around. 4K virtual walks. Thank you. What do you think is a good budget to keep in mind for a rental? You sort of answer. It depends.
It depends on how many bedrooms do you want, and if you want to stay in Funchal, and
it depends how much you earn.
If you don't mind to rent an older unit. I mean, if you want just, let's say, like a T2, for example, at the moment.
T2 is a 2-bedroom.
It's a 2-bedroom apartment. Minimum, I think, 1,500, 2,000 in Funchal at the moment.
No, you can get for 1,000. Let's say 1,000. T2, you can get around 1,000.
If you're lucky, because when we checked, and in the area we lived before in Funchal, São Martinho, when we arrived here in 2020, a T2 was around 700-800. And now when we checked in this area, it was 1,500, 2,000,
The San
2,500.
Martin is not.
Yeah, it's getting too
San
posh, San
Martin
Martino
is
now. So,
expensive. Yeah.
they're ripping everybody off in this area at the moment. Everybody who comes to rent, they're just in a gold digger mood, the realtors and the landlords. So
With 4K virtual, 2 beds outside of Funchal. Yeah, I would say around 900,
yeah, we
1,000.
found Machiko 800.
Yeah, 850. No,
No, 800. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Machiko, for 800-900, maybe around 1,000 if you want something more spacey or something more modern, without a lot of surprises like in here, the House of Wonders. Plus bills, obviously. Some of them have something included, but for example, if you work from home and the Wi-Fi is included, is normally the lowest speed, the lowest data package. It most likely wouldn't work for us. It wouldn't work. So yeah, you can. I mean, if you have people or friends which know friends. The moving company, the guys here, they live in the same area where we live now, like a few streets up. They're renting a 3-bedroom house for 550, but must be smaller, like an older property. We haven't seen the house, so you can always get lucky.
Yeah. And Christina, how can anyone afford to live? Yes, exactly. You can't. Especially, for example, here in Madeira, the minimum wage is 750 now. So
before tax.
Yeah, before tax. Yeah, after taxes around 600-ish. So it's very hard to rent if you're like a couple and you both earn minimum wage. For example, it's almost impossible. You get a house, an apartment, and all your wages are gone just for the rent.
Yeah, for us too. At the moment, we pay rent, we pay bills, and then we have a little money over for rice and beans.
Yeah.
So we're very flexible in the kitchen.
Yeah.
we have a lot of freestyle cooking, opening the fridge and seeing what's in it, so what's going to be today. And now friends from us got us a housewarming present, so they got us air fryer, a small air fryer, 3.5 liter or something.
3.5 liter, yeah.
Which works wonders for us, for a couple. Cooks very fast, especially if you want to do some. We get on special now chicken legs or chicken nuggets, so we bought a lot and portioned them and we just froze them in the freezer. So we have enough meat now for a whole month or longer. So anytime we want some, because we don't eat meat every day. We eat meat maybe once or twice a week. And the rest we eat rice and beans. I cooked rice and beans already for a week ahead, so it's all frozen.
Yeah. So we have rice and beans and 4K. Thank you. You're welcome. If you have any more questions, just fire up. And Christina, we try to buy stuff on sale. Oh, we too, all the time.
Yeah, we always
checking what's on sale in the supermarket.
We always say it's not what you want in life. We just say what you can get in life. Lika, what?
Don't know.
Lika just growling and want to bark at something here.
At 4K, what's healthcare like? I believe they're building a new hospital. Yeah, they're building a new hospital. Healthcare is, you have the private hospitals, you have to pay, but you have the free as well.
Like those medical clinics, if you want to see a doctor, it's normally around 55 euro.
Yeah.
Lika. Maybe she sees us in the mirror over there.
No, she's not looking up, she's looking down.
The fly, Lika? Is it the fly?
Maybe it's a fly, yeah.
Yeah, so healthcare, so if you see a doctor like 55 euro also, also in those private hospitals, you can also have the government and the public Lika. The public insurance. But then, like in all the other countries, you have to wait longer to see a doctor. If you want a specialist, you have to wait even longer. So I would say it's the same like it was in Ireland or in Germany too. My mom also, if she wants to see someone.
Yeah, but in Ireland, the free one is just if you're unemployed and if you have the medical card and stuff. Here, everybody can have free insurances for everybody, all the residents. So if you're a resident, you can have the public health care. And they say it's really nice, although you have to wait a little bit for the consultations and stuff. Everybody says it's nice. We never tried because we don't really go to the hospitals much. I go to the hospital to my doctor twice a year just to get my prescriptions. So, and my doctor is paid, so I just go to my doctor. But they say it's really nice. We never tried the public one. We never needed, thank God. We just used for the vaccines. We took all the vaccines in the public system, so it was okay. And 4K, would it be easy to find part-time work?
Well, depends on
Yeah.
what field. I mean, if you want to work as a waiter or something
Tourism
like
related,
this, tourism
maybe?
related, you should find something, but don't expect much of wages, because if the wages are already that low, and then in part-time, we had on some pages seeing the locals complaining about how little you get, or you have to wait, or they don't pay the wages in time, or they forget to pay you, and depends on the employer. But I think it should be easy enough if you're not picky what you're doing.
It depends on the field. And Mike, hi Mike, thanks for joining us. How are you doing? How's the weather?
How's everything?
Yeah. We have 9 people watching. Good. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, the weather's nice, and we have, I think, around 20 degrees.
Yeah.
It was a little bit cloudy today because now we're up in the hillside, so we're always checking the 2 mountains to see what kind of weather's rolling in. It looked a little bit promising that rain would be coming, but then nope, the sun decided to come, because we can see now our house is facing south, so we see in the west the sun coming up. Then during the day it's in front of the house, and then in the evening and over to the east, and the sun goes down just behind we say the hill, but it's a mountain. So it's really nice.
Yeah. Christina, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Florida. I know this is warm, but
we always have to figure out what's what in Celsius.
Yeah.
Because we're not used to Fahrenheit. But we will figure that out soon.
27. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so a little bit warmer than here. Yeah.
A little bit warmer, yeah. Here's a little bit lower. Here must be around in Fahrenheit. Yeah, here's around 70 Fahrenheit. So
almost the same.
Yeah. What else we had to say?
A lot.
We have a dog sleeping on the table.
Yeah, she always likes to have the head up somewhere, so she put the head on the table just to sleep.
Let me see if I can show. Yeah. This is Lika.
Lika, our latest family member.
Yeah. Do you like to cook, Christina? Yes, we both love it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not allowed in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm not allowed, but I love it.
She's most of the time in her office, so I said if she's in the office, I'll cook, because I like to cook.
Yeah,
I cook a lot.
We love it too. Sometimes we fight to see.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard when you like to cook, but you can't afford the ingredients you want, because also meat sometimes can be very pricey.
And I mean, when I want to cook, I have to fight, because I'm not allowed in the kitchen, but I like it too.
Yeah, she cooked today.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's enough now for this year.
Yeah, for this year. Yeah. 4K, where are you both from originally? I'm from Brazil, from São Paulo.
And I'm from Berlin, from Germany. But this is...
And we met in Ireland.
Yeah. I left Berlin in around 2000, around the millennium, when it changed. I think in 2000, January or February, I'm not sure. Haven't been back since. So yeah, and then we met in Ireland because we worked in Ireland before.
Yeah.
That's where we met, and then we changed during COVID. We changed one island for the next, because we said Ireland during COVID, cold and lockdown and freezing, and then everything getting outrageously expensive. So we thought, let's sell what we have, let's pack everything up and move to Madeira.
And by selling what we have was like a TV and a few bits and pieces, not land
not property, no.
Sell what we have, sounded posh.
Sell my 10,000 sheep.
Yeah, sell my Porsche.
Yeah.
We move. Christina, do you do a lot of vegetables? Yeah. Today we had zucchini.
Zucchini
Yeah.
and tomato sauce and fresh parsley from the garden.
Yeah.
Because we figured out that the garden here is a parsley paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Because we cleaned out a lot yesterday to see what's there, because it was all overgrown, was a jungle, a small little lot. Because the owner, she wants to flatten this lot and just throw concrete on top and tiles, easy to keep clean. But since it's not our house, we have no saying. So we try to rescue the plants we like and put them into big pots into the other lot. Because we always all the plants we have in pots we rescued from abandoned lots where buildings were built on. So we have our own little private jungle, mobile jungle, which you can bring with us if we have to move.
And Christina, are the prices in Madeira high? For vegetables, not so much. For vegetables, it's okay. The local vegetables, they're okay. Like the ones from Portugal and stuff. It's only like the more things from Spain and Morocco and this kind of stuff, they're a little bit more expensive. But for vegetables, it's okay. Expensive really is meat, beef, and eggs. Lately, they're going up
Crazy,
like
but
crazy.
they're going everywhere up. It
Yeah.
must be a new gold market for
They
eggs.
say the eggs went up like 60% here comparing to last year or something like this.
Yeah, we have fruits in the garden. We have a papaya tree with lots of papayas on it. We have an orange tree, guava tree.
Yeah,
Guava tree. So let's see, I never had guavas. So let's see what that is.
Yeah.
We have also a pitanga.
Yeah.
Pitanga tree. We went to Jardim do Mar. We went to Jardim do Mar with friends, and we were taking some pitangas from a wild tree there. And I kept some seeds and put them in my planters. So one of the seeds came out, and it's that big, had like 5 or 6 leaves.
Yeah,
I'll put
one
it
day
down
in
maybe.
the future. Yeah.
You can find
Say
somewhere.
bye.
Find somewhere nice to sleep. Somewhere comfortable. Why, guys? Why?
Why? I was comfortable.
Put me back up there.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong. Poor dog has to find a new place to sleep in the house now.
I was comfortable, guys. No, yeah. So, yeah, Christina, food in general. Yeah, it depends. Some things are okay, the price. Some things are more expensive.
Your rice is how much?
Rice is
It's €1.
€1.
No?
Yeah, €1.
Depends
for
on
1
sometimes
kilo, more
it's
or less.
130, sometimes it
Yeah,
always goes.
basmati is a little bit more expensive. It's like €2.
Yeah, it's just white rice. If you want brown rice or any whole grain rice or something special, then it gets more expensive.
Yeah, so it depends. It's not so pricey, but before was cheaper. When we arrived here, the food was cheaper. Now it's going up.
Beans, we always buy dry beans. It's what, 1 kilo or half kilo?
1 kilo. No, half kilo.
Half kilo, it's €1.
Yeah.
If you buy it in the discounter and if you buy it in the health shop, it's a little bit more expensive. My favorite beans are zucchini beans. Cost a little bit more. But you cook a whole batch of azuki beans and then you freeze them and you eat at least for a week for 2 people.
And let me just comment the comment from Christina. She said eggs are high here too. Yeah, I think eggs are going up everywhere. And 4K has a question. Do you miss home and why did you choose Madeira? Yeah, missing home, I miss home, but not for living. Because São Paulo is too big and too chaotic. And I like the Madeira vibe. It's more island vibe, more calm, more relaxed. People are more relaxed. Yeah, the weather is good. So I like here. Less crime, yeah.
So. Yeah, we choose Madeira because we came over in 2018.
18, yeah.
We came over here for a week or so because I only could take holidays in January back in my old job because I was running a tourist hostel in Ireland. So I had to go in the low season, and then we just started dating the summer before, and we wanted to go somewhere where it's warm because, we don't need to spend our holidays in a cold, rainy environment. We have that for free in Ireland all the time. So I just told her, you just browse and we go wherever. I don't mind. I just want to pack up and go for a while. And then she found Madeira Island.
Yeah, at first I was checking Greece. It was very expensive, even in the low season, because everybody goes to Greece. And then I was checking places and I came across Madeira, never heard before. And then I saw photos. I said, wow, looks a beautiful place. So we came here and we fell in love.
And then the year after, we came back, 2019, to get married here. So we got married on Madeira.
Mm-hmm.
And then we said in 2020, in January, we said we're not going to Madeira again because it hurts too much to leave. So we said, no, we're not going. So we went to Malaga for a week. And then in March 2020, thanks to COVID, we lost our jobs in the tourism because tourism was dead in Ireland, obviously. So we packed up and said, okay, let's go to Madeira for good.
Yeah, we were planning to move to Madeira in 2022, 2023, because we were planning saving some money to move. But since we got fired during the COVID, we lost our jobs, we would have to find a new apartment and everything. So we said, let's go now. So we had our plans changed, which was good. Madeira was way better here during the COVID than in Ireland because it was not so restrict. So
yeah, we had some curfews, so we had to be back at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. But during the day, everything was open with social distancing. So there was no real lockdown. Of course, the lockdown, the airports and everything, that was our big concern when we were moving here, that our flights won't be canceled because our stuff was already shipped to Madeira. Our stuff was already on the island, but we were missing.
Did you close the door over there? Okay.
She's just, our dog is just chasing flies. She's a fly catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we moved over here, and then it's beautiful wherever you go.
And Christina, beans are high in protein. Yeah, we love beans. We eat beans.
We eat
almost
a lot
every
of beans.
day. Yeah, almost every day.
Azuki is my favorite. But we also eat buckwheat and barley, and we have a lot of glasses, storage glasses. Where we always, when we see something cheaper, we buy on bulk.
Yeah.
And then we put it in the glasses. So we eat a lot of grains, whole grains.
Most traveler. Food prices and cost of living are increasing in the UK as well. Yeah, I think everywhere lately. It's just.
Yeah, my mom says too. She's an old lady. She's almost 70 now. She goes every 2 weeks or so shopping. And she said, you go shopping and you have barely nothing in the basket anymore, and you pay €80.
Yeah.
And my mom doesn't drink or buy cigarettes or nothing, just for groceries. Saying it's getting. But I think that's what it is at the moment.
Yeah, everywhere. It's just economy is getting bust. So. And Christina, my food bill is high now because of diet. Yeah, diet is something that brings your food bills.
Yeah, if you have something restricted.
Yeah.
For example, if you only, I don't know, if you're vegan, you only can eat vegan products or meat replacement products. That's all very expensive.
Yeah, or also if you can lactose-free stuff or not grain-free. What's the gluten-free and everything grain-free?
Or taste-free.
Everything costs extra. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, for us, it's good. We're like walking garbage bins, so we can eat everything.
No, we cook at home. We cook our own food, so we eat well. Rice and beans. What could go wrong with that? And Welsh traveler, have you been to any nice walks recently?
In our neighborhood now, we're gonna make a video next week or so. We found, because we live in a very hilly neighborhood. You will see a few videos from our neighborhood. It's really challenging to go up and down the hills, but it gets you fit. Some of the hills have no walkways, so you just walk on the street with the cars zipping by. But we found one nice walk which is very flat, and you can walk all the way to the cable car. Not the station, but where the cable car just goes over the road. It's almost 7 kilometers forward and backward. So it's a nice walk for Lika too, because we drag her everywhere if she wants or not.
Yeah.
And she loves to walk, yeah.
We still have to explore more. From our house, we can walk up to Monte Palace, but
it's very steep.
Yeah.
Very steep from our house.
Very steep. So, but we still have to explore more around. And apart from that, we didn't go much to other places.
Because we are only here for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
and there was a lot of handymen in all the time trying to figure out what's broken.
Yeah, and we don't have a car, and we don't want to leave Lika at home alone for long periods. So it's hard to bring her
Because I
somewhere.
couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Ian would cry more than Lika.
Yeah. I'm used to her because when we lived down in the São Martinho area, I walked like between 7 and 10 kilometers every day with her because everything was flat and everything was. Because, I don't know, the guys who don't know, I'm almost blind, so I need to get used to an area first before I can shoot my own alone without getting injured. Now she found a spot.
Yeah, she was bothered because she has a chair. We have a 2-seater couch and 1-seater couch.
One single chair.
Yeah, that she claimed for herself. But we had to move a little bit the spot to put the table here to get a live stream going on. So she was bubbled. She was bothered because the chair is not in the right angle.
She's like us. She has her traditions.
Yeah, she's very particular.
Something is out of whack. She starts wondering.
Christina, we had to change our eating habits because my mom has cancer. Yeah, then it's a lot of things that you have to change, and the bill goes through the roof. I can imagine. When my granddad, he had cancer too, and was a lot of things to be changed, and I hope your mom gets better soon. Yeah, we have 9 people watching.
9 people, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please keep the questions coming. If you want to let us know something else, let us know. We are, we're doing more videos now because when we got the notice letter that we have to leave the apartment, we were not really in the mood. We were panicking. We were running around trying to find anything. Meanwhile, the money was just flying for bills.
Yeah, and it was all together because we told you guys before that we lost a big client, so our income went down, and then we got the notice that we would have to move all together.
And our old apartment was 550 plus bills.
So we had a big
panic.
Yeah.
A lot of valerian tea and lavender tea. And lemon verbena. And all together was very stressful. And now we do like once or twice a week a video again. But we're showing that we're gonna do it now, like more or less. We just drag the camera with us and show you guys a little bit more the daily stuff. When we go to the bakery or when we explore an area where we haven't been yet. Although here it's sometimes it's stressful when you go to an area where you haven't been yet, because here all the houses, they have at least 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs, and they bark a lot. And Lika doesn't mind, but it's just, I sometimes panic. You walk by and then just on the height of your head, out of a sudden a dog is sticking out the head and barking in your ear. Not that you're going to bite you off, because most of them are shaking the tail, so I think that most of them are friendly. It's an adventure. Yeah.
So like our house here, we live at the end of a street, and there's an alleyway going up, and the alleyway has a lot of dogs, so we always can hear when somebody's coming down the alleyway because all the dogs start barking. And it's so funny, we can hear all the dogs barking.
Yeah, but the whole neighborhood, also down the valley, we hear a lot of dogs. We hear a lot of roosters in the morning. Yeah. I think at least 3 or 4 roosters.
Sheep.
There's a few sheep here in one empty property.
So it's really nice.
Yeah. And we have a lot of birds singing here, a lot of bees, bumblebees, and butterflies. Not so much for Lika, because she wants to eat them all. She chases everything with wings.
Yeah.
Not birds so much, but bees and flies. She's against it.
And Christina, we miss you, and always happy to see you. Thank you very much. We missed you guys too. We were just not in a good place to do some live stream and stuff. We were very
anxious,
panicky.
I mean, what you want to do? You just want to do a live stream and make other people cry.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna be homeless.
Yeah.
We're gonna live in the street.
Yeah. So we didn't really do any live stream before, but now we're doing more videos. We're back. And 4K. It is warm there at the moment. We fly out to Madeira on the 1st of April. Oh, nice. Welcome
1st of April should be mid-20s.
Yeah, now at the moment, every day is around 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
Which is in Celsius. And Fahrenheit is around 70.
Mhm.
Just figured it out. Around 70 Fahrenheit. So it's always like this at the moment. But in April, I believe, will be a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
Because will be already spring coming.
Well, it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's anyways, it doesn't get that cold here in Madeira also. And then this winter, I have to say, January, February was pretty cold considering the last 2 years we have been here.
Mm-hmm.
But just a little fleece jacket is enough. So don't bring heavy jackets because you will just regret it because you will drag them back home again.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you want to go hiking in the mountains, then you have to bring something proper because it's always wind and fog and the weather can change to rain.
It's cold, We have snow there sometimes and everything, so never know. And Christina, Madeira had changed since I was there in 2019. Yeah, for us too, since the first time we came here, 2018, it completely changed already.
So also some restaurants are missing and new ones are there. Yeah. But we had another follower from Canada. He's originally from Madeira and his wife is originally from the Azores. Mm-hmm. And he moved away here 50 years ago when he was a teenager or something. He went to Canada. Mm-hmm. And then he came, he's saying he's coming on and off just to visit grandpa and uncles and stuff. So when he came here in the end of last year, he invited us for dinner down at Praia Formosa. And he told us about his school time here and how everything changed. Mm-hmm. And the whole area, which is now hotels and apartment buildings, was just banana, sugarcane, some grapes, mostly nature, small little dirt roads, no pavement. Yeah. So he was also saying, "Oh my God, I can't see my neighborhood anymore because my neighborhood is gone now.
Everything is changed.
Nothing standing anymore." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Christina, this is the only way I can see Madeira now. You'll see with us a lot because we're back filming. I mean, we're not doing super productions in other places, but we're doing a lot of local.
We do what we can reach.
Yeah, a lot of local places.
We have some friends now. Yeah. We go by car during the Easter holidays. Hopefully, we go into the Fanal area. Mm-hmm. Let's see where we go for a day. So we bring Lika. They have a big dog too, Jake. Mm-hmm. So the car is like 4 adults, the big dog in the trunk, in the open trunk. Okay, guys, he's just behind me and breathing in my neck and checking the traffic.
Checking the view. He loves it.
Lika is on my lap.
Yeah.
So it's a rough bunch. Mm-hmm. But the dogs like each other, so there's no problem. And then we'll see where we go, and then we'll just bring the camera with us. Mm-hmm. And film. We don't do much with the drone at the moment because we crashed twice. But it's not us or not Patricia that she's a bad pilot. It's just a drone. It's an old drone. It's a DJI Mini 1, and it doesn't have much radius. And last time we were flying it in the harbor area, high up, but it lost signal and crashed into a tree. And then we went to DJI and they fixed it for us. But of course, we had to pay a little bit, although we have insurance. Because they were saying there was some electromagnetic interference with the signal because the aircraft was already flying. And then it told us it lost contact to the aircraft and we should please calibrate the aircraft. It's hard to calibrate the aircraft when it's, I don't know what, 50 meters flying, up in the air. You know? So we couldn't do nothing and we crashed the drone. Mm-hmm. So now it's back fixed, but we hadn't had the guts yet to fly it again, although we have another insurance on it. Because normally it's epic when you have a drone a little bit.
Yeah. And Christina, now you said Star Wars filming there. Yes, we have the Star Wars crew now here.
Yeah.
They're filming the next movie here.
Yeah, we were throwing papayas on the stormtroopers. Because we're with the rebellion.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, we were joking. They follow us because when we were living in Ireland, they were filming in Ireland. Now we moved to Madeira. They're filming in Madeira.
Yeah.
So it's just they like our company.
Yeah, the force is with us.
Yeah. Yeah, the force is strong with us.
Yeah.
We bring them here. But yeah, they're all over the island. They're filming Ribeira da Janela. They're filming in Caniçao. So there's a lot of places that
Well,
they're
we
filming.
film up the Stormtroopers, the First Order, the Imperium, whatever they're going to call it. We're going to fill them up with poncha and then throw them down Cabo Girão.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a new Jedi hub here.
Yeah. And 4K. This is our fourth visit. Last time in 2015. Oh, you will be surprised how the island changed.
You see also the marina in Funchal now. The whole harbor is now under construction. All the restaurants down at the harbor in the marina area got the notice letter short term that they have to vacate the properties. And now for the next 2 years, I think they're going to turn it into a marble tourist palace.
Yeah.
Sometimes tourism, obviously I worked in tourism my whole life, but tourism has to be sustainable. And if you put too many hotels up and think you have to improve everything too much, it's not good. Because I think people come over to Madeira to see the charm. You know, the way of Madeira, you don't need another spit polished bunker complex like Hawaii or Puerto Rico or wherever it happened before. Just leave some rough edges. You know, I always like the rough places better than the polished one because they're cheaper. So I hope they're not destroying the whole image of Madeira. Just more golf courses, more glass viewing platforms, and all of that. But let's see.
Now they're charging also
Cabo Girão.
entrance. Yeah, charging tickets for Cabo Girão. You have to pay.
I mean, in other places, when you go in Lake Garda in Italy, for example, wherever you stay, you have to pay a city tax per day, like a kind of a tourist tax. So you pay €152 per day, and then it goes back into the community to fix things up. For example, I mean, here a big problem is social housing. Not enough social housing. Schools are in bad shape, you know. So some money should also go back into local businesses and local projects. Maybe some low-income housing, not only building another hotel and give another permission to build whatever nonsense.
Golden visa apartment.
Yeah. So let's see what it is. Yeah, Funchal is changing, but our area is untouched. I mean, you can't say untouched. Beside us, it's a huge concrete bunker. It looks like a prison, but it's a school or a place for people, handicapped people, like people with Down syndrome. We saw people in wheelchairs. We see it, she sees, I'm not. A few blind people, so I already have brothers in arms over here. We're always waving at each other, but we don't see each other. So I want to go one day and ask them, hey, don't you have a part-time job for me? Because I can just stumble out of my house, roll down the hill, smack into the building, and then crawl into the main entrance. And then, well, there's a back entrance beside the public garbage area, so maybe it's easier. Would be a dream. I can work surrounded by handicapped people, so nobody laughs at me when I run into a wall.
Yeah, the 4K said I agree with the Madeira changing and everything. And Christina, it's becoming like Florida. It's becoming built up and crowded. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. We also have the cruise ships coming in. First of all, I mean, cruise ships is nice if it's your cup of tea, but it's one of the biggest polluters out there in tourism. I mean, the crude oil they're burning when they're on high sea and the diesel they're using, it's just dirt. Pure dirt. We saw in Venice, for example, Venice banned now the bigger cruise ships from docking in Venice because all the micro dust or the fine dust they're producing was burning their rubbish, the diesel or whatever they burn. This is something. And then also the cruise ships coming here, and per cruise ship around 5,000 tourists disembarking within an hour or so. They go on day tours, which is nice, which brings some money, obviously. But the city center in Funchal, and it's not high season yet, guys. We went there 2 days ago because we had to go to the offices to change our addresses. It's an anthill. We had Lika with us because we didn't want to leave her behind. But from now on, we told Lika, look, when we have to go to the city center, we'll just lock you up in we have like a little veranda on the side where she has air, where she has space, and where she is safe. So we lock you up there. We just jump on the bus, run into the city center, eat a few valerian pills before we go. And then we'll be back as fast as we can.
Yeah.
It's not enjoyable for us at the moment. It's good. I mean, it brings money somehow. But on the other hand, then keep it sustainable, and people will come for a long time. Not like you overbuild everything, and then people say, the tourists will say, "Oh no, we want to go more off the beaten tracks. It's too touristy," because tourists. The funny thing is, don't like tourists. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, but we keep you posted. Be with us. We'll be here in the future too, guys. So you can always follow us.
Yeah. And 4K has a question. Where is it? What do you do now for jobs? Well, a little bit of everything.
She's a stripper.
This too, among other things.
She's a stripper, and I'm the bouncer where she's stripping.
Yeah, nobody enters. That's why we're not making money, because the bouncer never allows anybody.
No.
Anyways, no, a little bit of everything. So photo editing, we do social media managing for some small companies. We do. I'm a holistic therapist, so I work with natural therapists, and mainly now working with natural therapists. So I work with Reiki, I work with aromatherapy, and all sorts of natural therapies, phytotherapy, so plants, herbs, herbalism.
Me too. I work with herbs
yeah.
and trees.
Yeah.
And natural energy. I also trying to get my podcast back on, because I had a podcast before, but the podcast host cost me €18 a month, and when you have no money, €18 a month is a weekly grocery order. So I had to stop my podcast. But I will be back. I want to do more of how you call it? It's like shamanism and herbal natural healing, and also some stress relief talk for handicapped people. Because I mean, I don't know, it's cute when you see one with a white stick, or it's cool or whatever. It's but it can be very stressful too to be handicapped, on a daily basis. I mean, small things for me too. Sometimes I just freak out because I fall over the same fucking stumble over the same step on the way which I walked 20 times, right? So I want to go do some motivational talks there.
Coaching.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do.
Hey guys, although if you don't see that the world is not a dark place.
Yeah, so we do all of this. So we're both studying like herbalism and natural therapies and all this stuff. So we work with a little bit of everything at the moment. So everything that brings us money, but we're mainly our income now is coming through the natural therapies.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Put some beans on the table.
Yeah. And Christina, I do aromatherapy. Yes, we love it. We use also around the house. So we have our little sprays. So to change the mood in the house, if we need more focus, we use this spray with this essential oil.
Yeah, but we make our own sprays. We just have empty spray bottles, clean ones, and we fill them up with water and a few drops of whatever oil we need at the moment. And it's so much better, because people buy those horrible air fresheners, either the plugs for the wall or the ready-made one with the gas in it, and you spray. And whenever somebody sprays like this, I don't know what it is, my lungs are almost closing up. It's horrible. Why would you poison your house? So we do everything natural.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice. Lika loves it too.
Yeah.
Sometimes she sneezes a little bit, but then she loves it.
Yeah.
When she got used to the lavender cloud I put around her.
Yeah, so we love it. Aromatherapy is really, really nice and really helps us.
We also have some crystals. We started looking into crystal healing.
Yeah.
But crystal healing is nice, but the crystals cost a lot of money. So step by step, we're going there.
Yeah.
And somewhere at the end, I will have a long white hair, long white beard. Will be mistaken as Gandalf.
Yeah. There's no more comments.
No more comments, guys. That's it. None of our the other followers which are always asking for us to be
Now
on the live stream.
they will watch after.
Yeah, they will figure out.
Yeah.
They will figure out we have been online.
Yeah.
Although I think we announced it a week ago. So
Yeah.
just to give people the time to watch it. Yeah, we have also Instagram, guys. If you want to follow us on Instagram, we're going way fast on Instagram. Although we almost made 20. 20. We got 20 new subscribers since we moved, which is nice. I mean, we still didn't crack the 1K on YouTube yet. I don't know why. It takes us longer than expected. But we cracked the 1,000 long time ago on Instagram. We're a powerhouse on Instagram.
Yeah.
We're 1,300.
Yeah.
Something, almost 1,400 soon.
Yeah, and we have news too about the Buy Me a Coffee. Then we said in the platform Buy Me a Coffee, we have a space that we can have like subscriptions and stuff. So we are planning to do events, which will be like Zoom meetings, so we can talk to you guys face to face. You can buy the ticket, and we can talk to you face to face.
You will also be able to book Reiki sessions with us.
Yeah.
On Buy Me a Coffee. We also think of putting a little our Be With Us low budget cookbook. You know, no money to shit, but still hungry. So we're coming up now with more and more ideas since we have settled for now. Yeah. Let's keep fingers crossed we can stay here for longer, or we can meanwhile find another place where we can stay for good. Because this nomad lifestyle, I don't know, it's not for us. Yeah. I don't like to move every 6 months. It's getting more and more. Now we have furniture too. Yeah, we had to get the furniture because this house didn't have any furniture. So unfurnished, didn't have a fridge, not a washing machine, nothing.
So now we have everything. To move is even more complicated now. So. But yeah, on Buy Me a Coffee, you can follow us on Buy Me a Coffee. Then you get all the news about the events and everything. So to follow and Buy Me a Coffee, you don't have to pay anything.
It's free. It's not like Patreon. You can just follow, and then if you want to buy a product, or if you want to send a donation, or if you want to sign in for a monthly subscription, you can do it. Yeah. But you don't have to like Patreon. Just pay up first and then follow. Yeah. So if you want, please just join us on Buy Me a Coffee, so you get all the information about all the new events we're creating, all the new stuff we are putting up on the platform, everything. Yeah, gossip. Ian fell off the Nevada again. Again. We will also put all the information on Instagram when we have events and everything. But Buy Me a Coffee, you get. You would also see it in the community tab on YouTube. So. So guys, no more question? No. I think that sums up for today, no? I don't know. Normally our live streams go 3.5, 4 hours. Yeah. But I assume this is going to be a short one. A short 1 hour already. small house, short live stream. Yeah. Yeah, Lika wouldn't mind because she's looking already from her seat over. She's expecting some movie night with us. Yeah. I guess then we'll say we'll cut it here. And say thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for all your questions. If you ever come to Madeira or you have questions in between, you always can write us an email. You can contact us via YouTube. All our contacts are there. You can go on Instagram. If you go on our YouTube videos, in the description you have our link tree, so you see all our email. Yeah, all our contacts are there. Everything you need to know and much more is in our link tree. So you can stay in touch with us, or if you come for holidays and you want some tips, some do's and don'ts on Madeira, we can give this away too. Yeah, or if you're here, you want to meet up. If you were here and you want to meet up, let us know. We can plan a meeting and everything. So. Or if you just want to meet Lika and not us, we can arrange this too. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see this. I'm going to be in the bushes. Yeah. Yeah, Lika won't leave our side, so. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. Thanks so much for your company this afternoon, evening, depends on where you are. And that's it. Keep watching our videos. And like and subscribe. Leave us a comment in the videos.
While travel. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Take care, and keep smiling. Thank you so much. Leave us comments in our videos. What do you think? Give us a like. Help us a lot. And we see you in the next video then.
Yeah. See you in the next one,
See
guys.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.